oceanmen.
Hello, and welcome everyone. We finally got the winners for the 2021 Crunchyroll Anime Awards. And today, Colin and I will be going through each of the categories and finding the best fit between the winners of this year and last year. What was your overall thoughts on the Anime Awards of 2021, Colin?
I thought it was about what I was expecting for most of the winners, except for Keep Your Hands Off Izuken. I didn't watch that show, so I didn't realize how popular it was, but it seemed to win a lot more awards than I thought it was going to win. Probably should give it a couple episodes and see if it lives up to the hype.
Yeah, fair enough. We got a lot of categories. Let's hop straight in to Best Fantasy, which in 2021 was taken by ReZero Season 2, and in 2020 was won by The Promised Neverland. What are your initial thoughts, Colin?
Well, I didn't really like Promised Neverland that much. I gave it a couple episodes and I just didn't get into it. So, I would say that the better fit for me is ReZero, but then again, my opinion of ReZero is starting to go down more because I'm starting to get bored with the show because I really don't care for Amelia. Yeah, I would just say that overall I think ReZero is a better show for me for Best Fantasy.
Yeah, so when looking at the time that this voting happened, I would still say it was ReZero. I liked Promised Neverland a ton, but the point that we were at in Season 2 of ReZero was really, really good. So I think the best fit for Best Fantasy would be ReZero in this case. Best Couple, you want to introduce him, Colin?
The 2021 winner for Best Couple was Tanakawa Over the Moon for You. And the 2021 was Love is War, Kaguya-sama. I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched either of these shows that much. I gave Love is War 2-3 episodes, just wasn't into it. And I did not watch Tanakawa Over the Moon for You, but I know a couple people that have watched it and they say it's really good. So I'll probably give it a couple episodes eventually.
Yeah, I liked Love is War a lot. I really did. And I feel like that's the best fit here, is to go with 2020 in this case.
All right, and then we got best score for 2021 is Tower of God, which I liked, and I did like the score a lot. Overall, I didn't think the show was holy crap amazing, but I did think the score really helped with making the show better. And then we also got in 2020 Carol and Tuesday, which I did not watch that. So that's up to Zach.
I loved Carol and Tuesday, which inherently was a music show. So as you would expect, the score was fantastic. My vote for here would be for Carol and Tuesday for sure.
Yeah, I didn't think Tower of God was super amazing, so...
I'm surprised Tower of God took it over all the other great shows that were in 2021, but that's just me. All right, best comedy, which, funny enough, went to Love is War both times. So 2021 was season 2. 2021 was season 1.
Yeah, so I think the winner is Love is War.
I think Love is War wins this one. But good on them. Really good on them for being so consistent between seasons to the point where they're just consistently winning no matter what season they're on. And I have a feeling that the show is just going to continue and they're just going to keep sweeping when they show up.
All right, yeah, and then next category is Best Drama. For 2021, the winner was Fruit Basket Season 2. And then for 2020, the winner was Vinland Saga. I've only watched 4 or 5 episodes of Vinland Saga. Wasn't for me personally. I guess I would give it to Vinland Saga because I haven't watched Fruit Basket.
This is kind of a weird one. Vinland Saga does have a good amount of drama within it. Maybe not in the more traditional route that Fruits Basket kind of hits. So it's a little odd. I'm trying to remember all the big dramatic points. Thinking about Vinland Saga, they did a really good job of character to character interaction of these kind of long extended storylines, which is why I want to give it to 2020 in this case, because I like how Vinland Saga handled that over the way that Fruits Basket kind of handled that sort of thing. Next is best fight scene. In 2021, it was Deku vs. Overhaul. Super Saiyan 2 Deku vs. Overhaul. And in 2020, it went to the Demon Slayer Rui fight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy that, at least for me, 2021, that one.
I'm going to exactly go the opposite. I think the Rui fight is astounding. I think it's animated so well. I think it's choreographed really well. I really like Deku vs. Overhaul as well. But for me, it's going to be a 2020. I think we're going to have to tie this one out.
All right, yeah, I just wasn't that into Demon Slayer that much. So I just like the hype of the Deku thing, especially because the season was really lackluster to me. So it was nice to get some actual payoff from the show overall. The next category is Best Character Design. For 2021, it was, the winner was Toilet Bowl Hanako-kun. And for 2020, it was Dororo. I've only seen like 2 episodes of Hanako-kun, but I did think that the character designs were pretty cool looking overall. I have not watched Dororo.
Yeah, this one's on you. I think from what I have seen, I will agree with you on this one. I think the character designs are really unique with Hanako.
Yeah, that one's kind of just a throwaway one since both of us haven't really watched longer than a couple episodes on both those shows. Then the next one for the next category is Best Animation. For 2021, it was Keep Your Hands Off Izuki-ken. And for 2020, Mob Psycho Season 2. If I had to give it to one, I would say Mob Psycho. I really like the animation there, and I love the fight scenes in it. But I mean, I haven't seen Keep Your Hands Off Izuki-ken, so I don't really... I can't really give too much of an opinion.
I agree with you. I think it's extremely close. I think if you were to hop into a few episodes, you would see how close it is, but I'm also going to lean into Mob Psycho Season 2. I just enjoyed their animation through and through. I was incredibly impressed episode by episode with Mob Psycho. So I think the best fit for best animation would be Mob Psycho Season 2. Next category is Best Director, which once again goes to our Godslayer, Keep Your Hands Off Izuken, in 2021. And in 2020, this went to Attack on Titan Season 3.
Yeah, this one's the easy one for me. Attack on Titan Season 3.
Yeah, I think the direction that it took to make the product of Attack on Titan Season 3 was too good for it to go anywhere else. I think the end product we received and what it took to get that end product is really impressive. So that'll be a vote to Attack on Titan Season 3 for me.
All right, so the next category is Best Voice Actor Performance, JP. The winner for 2021 was ReZero, Natsu Subaru. And then the winner for 2020 was Golden Win for Bruno. I have not seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, any of it really, so I can't really say too much about 2020, but I really liked Subaru overall, especially in the first half of Season 2, so I'd probably give it to Subaru, but that's just my very biased opinion.
My initial thought is to give it straight to Bucciarati, but I think the actual role of the range that a voice actor requires to play Subaru is much wider. I think much more is asked of the voice actor to play Subaru than to play Bucciarati. So in this case, I'm also going to go with you with ReZero. I think the way that things are delivered, I think what lines we get from Subaru on an episode by episode basis is really impressive. I think best fit here is ReZero Season 2.
Yeah, the range on Subaru is just insane.
Yeah. Yo, for sure.
All right, and then the next category is Best Ending Sequence. For 2021, it was Jujutsu Kaisen. And for 2020, it was Love is War. I mean, honestly, you can't really go wrong with either of these.
Well, specifically, Colin, the best ending sequence is the Chica dance.
Yeah, You can't go wrong with either of those. Freaking love me the Chica dance, but I mean, I'd probably give it Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think I probably watched the Chica dance a lot more than I've listened to Jujutsu Kaisen. So I think I have to go with the Chica dance.
Let me tell you, Colin, I watched it on the episode and I never went back to it. But let me tell you, I pop into that Jujutsu Kaisen ending all the time. So that, for me, it's going to be 2021 for sure. But I did like the Chica dance a good amount. Just not to the extent that I did the Jujutsu Kaisen ending.
Yeah, like the Jujutsu Kaisen ending is really good and I like it a lot, but I don't know, I feel like when the Chica dance came out, I was probably watching that for at least a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not watch the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen that much. Even though I probably did give a good day of it, just having in the background.
All right, the next category is the best opening sequence, which in 2021 went to Beastars, and in 2020 went to Mob Psycho Season 2.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember the opening for Mob Psycho Season 2.
I really like the opening. I like both of these openings. This is an extremely close vote for me. Beastars has an amazing bop, and it has a puppeted animation style for the opening. It's really neat. It's extremely unique. And on the other hand, Mob Psycho is the same way, where it's got an extreme bop, and it's very unique art style of just things exploding everywhere and just happening. That, again, is really unique, really good to look at. Both are extremely good openings for the shows they're attached to.
Well, if you had to pick one, though.
For me, I gotta go Mob Psycho Season 2. I think Mob Psycho Season 2 gets me hyped for what's upcoming more than with Beastars. Because in Beastars, you have a lot of episodes where things are extremely dramatic and drawn out. And sometimes the jazz just isn't what you need. Sometimes it's a little too upbeat. Whereas with Mob Psycho, though, I'm always in the right mindset for the episode when I'm done watching the opening.
The next category we'll look at is Best Girl. For 2021, it was Kaguya-sama, and then it's Kaguya Shimon. And then for 2020, it was Raphtalia from The Rising of the Shield Hero. I've only seen a couple episodes of Love is War, but I did like her as a character. So I guess I would give it to her, and ever since I heard the English dub of Rising of the Shield Hero, I just can't give anything to that show anymore. The English dub ruined me.
But the dub has nothing to do with how the character's built, Colin.
Yeah, but I have so much bias against the show now. I don't know why. I just stupid monkey bias, but it's my own bias and I accept it.
Okay, as long as you're aware. That's all that really matters. I'm also going to give it to Love is War 2021. I really don't have much to say about it, really. I don't look very fondly back on that show, but more specifically Raphtalia. I don't really have much to say because I really don't remember a lot about Shield Hero and specifically her character.
Yeah, I mean, the lasting impression for me is always going to be Kaguya. That's just me. I'm probably not even going to watch Season 2 of Rising of the Shield Hero unless I hear it's really good.
Alrighty. Next is Best Boy. 2021, we have Hinata from Haikyuu. And in 2020, we had Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. This is a hard one for you, Colin.
Yeah, this is a hard one for me because I didn't really care for either of these characters. Overall, I mean, I would have to give it to the show that I actually managed to finish, and that would be Demon Slayer. I did not finish Haikyuu. I got like halfway through the first season, and I just stopped watching it. I thought it was pretty boring for me, but I mean, I can understand why people like it, though. It's got that classic shonen style, you know, overcoming adversity and whatnot. But I mean, God, Ufotable. Oh, their animation. You just can't beat it. So I gotta give it to Demon Slayer.
I said it once. I'll say it again. Hinata is a cinnamon roll. He's a very good boy. I like Tanjiro as a character, as a protagonist. As a best boy, I don't quite know if he's at the top of my list. I think I'm gonna go with Hinata on this one for a 2021 win. That's what I feel in my heart, Colin. And I'm gonna run it.
Alright, and then the next category is Best Antagonist. For 2021, it was Jujutsu Kaisen, Ramon Sukuna. And for 2020, it was Isabella from Promised Neverland. I personally don't think we've seen enough from Jujutsu Kaisen to really give best antagonist to Sukuna. That's just my personal take.
You took the words out of my mouth. At the time of voting, we haven't really seen enough from him. I mean, really, a lot of the times he doesn't really feel like an antagonist. He hasn't really done anything so far for us to feel that way. Except he laughed once, and that was kind of mean. He's built, like, he's going to get there. Certainly he will get there. He's just not there now. Whereas Isabella hit right out the gate. This is going to be a 2020 win with Promised Neverland for me. I think Isabella was the best antagonist.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to give it Jujutsu Kaisen because I haven't really watched that much of Promised Neverland, but I don't think it's the best antagonist we could have had. My personal take, but I mean, looking at all the actual nominees for that for 2021, it's kind of weak, to be honest.
Agreed. I would agree with that.
I mean, the only one I would put above that is Overhaul, but I don't really think that he was anything too special anyways. So yeah, I'd probably give it to 2020.
Now, something we can't agree on, Colin, is the winner for Best Protagonist.
That's right, because it validates me. Best Protagonist.
Please go off. Go off, Colin.
Katarina Claus. I actually watched the anime. I'm happy. All right. I don't even care about 2020 because, to be honest, it's Dr. Stone. I didn't really care for Dr. Stone. I'm just happy that Katarina Claus got a winner so I can be validated. So I'm going Katarina Claus because I want to. No changing my mind.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad for your dub. But I'm definitely going Dr. Stone 2020 on this one. I extremely like Senku as a protagonist. I think he's cool, and he has 5 head. And finally, what we've been waiting for, Colin, would you like to introduce the winners of Anime of the Year?
So Anime of the Year for 2021 was Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Anime of the Year for 2020 was Demon Slayer. For me, it's pretty easy that I'm going to go with Jujutsu Kaisen because I like the animation style for both of them. I would say Ufotable probably did knock it out of the park. And I think that it was animation-wise, Demon Slayer is better, but I didn't find Demon Slayer to be that great of a show. I didn't really care for most of the characters. I thought the world was sort of interesting, but I don't really care for most of the characters that much. While Jujutsu Kaisen, I actually care about the characters, and I think the world's pretty good, and I don't think the animation is bad enough to put it severely below Demon Slayer. I mean, when Demon Slayer pops, it pops, but overall, I think the animation quality is, somewhat similar. So I gotta give it a Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, you mentioned something I really agree with, where I would agree that Demon Slayer at its peak is almost untouchable in a sort of way. But the other hand of that, and to me the most important, is the consistency that we get with Jujutsu Kaisen. I think episode to episode, I'm more enthralled in Jujutsu Kaisen, but fight to fight, I'm more interested in Demon Slayer. But if we're talking an overall, I would agree that Jujutsu Kaisen would be my winner if we're comparing the two. I think, as I mentioned, the consistency is great. I think the timing, the comedy is good, and it's built something I'm incredibly interested in. The thing about Demon Slayer is Demon Slayer ended, we have the movie coming up, and I haven't really had an itch for more Demon Slayer, but I've had an itch for more Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's enough for me. My winner for Anime of the Year is going to be Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right, guys, well, let us know in the comments what you guys thought, comparing and contrasting the two, and whether or not you agree with our shitty opinions.
Yeah, let us know in the comments why we're wrong and you hate us.
Anyways, have a great day, year, month, week, whatever. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.